Meet Ethan. He was a regular guy living in a busy American city, but he had a quiet problem that was destroying him from the inside. He was a chronic overthinker. If a coworker made a passive-aggressive comment at the office, or if he made a minor mistake during a presentation, Ethan couldn't just let it go. He would replay the exact moment in his head for days. He'd lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, feeling angry at the world, wishing he could change the past, or plotting imaginary arguments to get revenge. Because of this constant mental noise, his relationships were falling apart, his productivity at work plummeted, and he lived in a perpetual state of anxiety and burnout. One day, exhausted and desperate, he opened up to a close friend. His friend looked at him and said, "Hey man, there's this old, wise mentor who runs a quiet meditation retreat just outside the city. You need to go talk to him. He fixed my perspective, and I think he can fix yours." Desperate for relief, Ethan drove up to the retreat. He met the old mentor sitting on a wooden porch and poured his heart out. He explained how he couldn't stop overthinking, how the ghosts of his past mistakes were paralyzing his present. The mentor listened patiently, without interrupting once. When Ethan finally finished, the mentor didn't say a word. He just stood up and walked inside. Ethan sat there, feeling a bit awkward and confused. But a minute later, the mentor walked back out, holding a simple glass of water. He walked up to Ethan, stood right in front of him, and held the glass out. "Ethan, how heavy do you think this glass of water is?" the mentor asked. Ethan shrugged. "I don't know, maybe a few ounces? It looks pretty light." The mentor nodded slowly. "Right, but let me ask you this. What would happen if I held this glass like this, for just a couple of minutes?" "Nothing. Nothing would happen," Ethan replied. "Okay. What if I held it out like this, without putting it down, for an hour?" "Well, your arm would start to ache. It would feel pretty uncomfortable." "And what if I held it like this for an entire day? A full 24 hours? Ethan frowned, realizing the gravity of the question. "Man, your arm would go completely numb. Your muscles would severely cramp up, and you'd probably paralyze your hand. You'd end up in the emergency room." "Exactly," the mentor said. "But during that whole day, did the actual weight of the glass change?" "No, the weight stayed exactly the same." "Then why did your arm experience so much pain and trauma?" Ethan paused, then answered, "Because you held on to it for too long." The mentor smiled and gently put the glass down on the table. "Exactly. And that is exactly what you're doing with your life, Ethan. The problems, the regrets, the negative comments, they are just like this glass of water. Think about them for a few minutes, and you're fine. It's natural. Think about them for an hour, and they start to hurt. But if you carry them around with you all day, every single day, they will completely paralyze you. You won't be able to move forward, and you will ruin your own life. It's crucial to learn from your past mistakes, but it is even more important to put the glass down. You cannot change what happened yesterday, but you can control what you do today. Stop carrying weights that don't belong in your future.